What's up, guys? Steven G here. And guys, bulking does not fucking matter. It does not matter for building muscle. There's a big misconception on this. I don't want to make this video because it does not matter. And most of you guys are just getting fat, getting on this crazy high body fat percentage that you do not need if your goal is to gain muscle and look shredded. Because nobody wants to look jacked and fat. Everybody wants to look jacked but look lean as fuck. And you look lean, you look jacked when you look lean, not when you have a whole bunch of fat on you. All right, so let's get started with it. Why bulking doesn't matter for building muscle. A smarter approach to gaining muscle without the unnecessary fat. So 5 reasons why bulking does not matter. Bulking adds excess fat. Let me just move my face out the way. Bulking adds excess fat. Traditional bulking often leads to more fat than muscle gain, making it harder to maintain a lean physique. Look at Mike Eschertel. He's always doing this bulking, cutting. If that's what you want to look like, yeah, go ahead, bulk. 100%, all the time, bulk. But if that's not what you want to look like, then stop trying to bulk. There's a difference between adding 200 to 300 calories and adding 500 to 1500 calories to your diet. There's a big difference. When you cut, you must bulk. When you bulk, you must cut no matter what. Your reason you bulk is to gain muscle, but then you cut down so you can see the muscle, right? So when you go on these extreme bulks, you must cut. Cutting leads to muscle loss. When you go on an extreme cut to lose fat, you risk losing muscle or water weight along with it. All this extra muscle that you think you gain, some of the time, most of it is water weight. And I know that water weight eventually turns to muscle, whatever. Not the point. When you start cutting down, a lot of that water that you're holding also leaves. So you look even smaller, and then your mind is like, oh my God, that's why that body dysmorphia starts kicking in. You're like, oh my God, I look so small. What the fuck? Oh, I gotta bulk again. I look so small. And then there's this constant cycle of cutting and bulking. A lot of the time, the muscle you think you gained during your bulk is packed with water. And when you go on this extreme cut to lose all the fat, you lose muscle / water weight along with it. Like I said, you can build muscle at a healthy body fat levels. At a healthy body fat percentage, you could 100% build muscle. Muscle growth can happen while staying at a reasonable body fat percentage. No need to bulk heavy. Look, this is me right here in this picture. I was trying to bulk, doing all this extra shit. And the second picture right here, this one, also trying to bulk. And it wasn't that I was doing the bulk wrong. It wasn't that my training wasn't up to par. I was training the same as I'm doing over here. I just stopped doing the unnecessary cuts. It was not necessary. The unnecessary bulks. It's not necessary. Here, what I'm doing here is maingaining. Look at the difference. Look at all the muscle. Where's the muscle here? It's not the lighting. It's none of that. I was just maingaining. Here I'm eating like 2,500 calories. Here I'm eating 1,800 calories. I'm not cutting. I don't consider that cutting. I'm never hungry. I'm putting a whole bunch of muscle. I'm putting on strength for the gym. So how am I cutting? When you cut, you lose strength. When you cut, you lose some type of energy. I'm high energy all the time. Look, this is me right here. Look at my arms. You do not need to bulk. You just need to learn how to manipulate your carbs. Learn how to consume the right macros, the macronutrients, and learn what that maingaining level is for you. That way you can put on muscle slowly but surely while staying lean, which is what we're going to cover in the other part. Maingaining, slower lean gains and more sustainable. They are way more sustainable. Gaining muscle gradually while keeping fat. Gain minimal is healthier and easier to maintain long term. Plus, you get to see what you're actually working on because it's not covered by a layer of fat, which is what I was just talking about. when you are like lean, like I am here, right here, which is what I'm at now, I see what I'm working with. And I'm not cutting, I'm literally just maintaining. I'm I see what I'm working with. I'm at a healthy body fat percentage. I see my abs. I see ab veins in the bottom popping up. I see all the definition on my chest, on my shoulders, my abs, my back. I see what I'm working on. I'm not losing strength. Some people go on a bulk because they want to get stronger and all this extra shit. I am literally not losing strength. I'm getting stronger at the gym. I'm getting stronger in my bench. I'm getting stronger in the incline. I'm getting stronger in the hack squat. Look at me here in the other picture, trying to do this bulk and shit, trying to, do it how everybody jacks it. I was way I weighed more there than I do here. Had way less muscle there than I did here. Crazy. My chest, you could barely tell was defined here. Obviously there's a little bit better lighting, but you could clearly tell that my chest looks better. Abs, arms. Look at this how it pops up right here, this cut. Here, not that much. Main gaining. Literally at keep in mind I was trying to cut 1,500 calories. I was so like down, weak, all this extra shit. I bumped it up to 1,800 calories. I feel amazing. I'm technically maintaining. I'm putting on a whole bunch of muscle and strength at the gym, right? Performance and health matters more. Now, if you're the type of person that doesn't care and just uses bulk as an excuse to eat a whole bunch of food and a whole bunch of bullshit and not feel bad about it because you're a bitch, then keep doing your thing. Shout out to you. You're just a fat fuck. But if you're actually the type of person that is confused on how to approach the situation on gaining muscle and you really seeking the knowledge to whether you should bulk or just like find a different type of method, main gaining is the method that you should be following. Especially because when you stay leaner, it supports better cardiovascular health, energy, and overall athletic performance. Obviously, you don't want to get to like 5% bodybuilding stage, IFBB Pro type of body fat percentage because that's very unhealthy. The body doesn't want to be at that. The body wants to stay between, depending on your genetics, wants to stay between 10, maybe 8, if depending on your genetics, but 10 to 15% body fat. If you're at 15% body fat, 12% body fat, that's perfect. Main gain. Stay there. Stay there. Keep on putting muscle while you stay at that body fat. Don't go up to 20, 25 because you want to get stronger or because you want to gain more muscle. No, you're going to gain the same amount of muscle. The only difference is one way, bulk, you're going to gain the muscle with fat and then you're going to cut it off and lose some muscle with it. The other way, main gaining, you're going to gain the muscle a little slower, but you're not gonna have to cut down and potentially lose some of the muscle. So this way is overall better. Here you're losing a little muscle when you cut. Here you don't have to lose the muscle because you never cut. You just maintain in the process. It goes like this. It goes like this. Here on this side, it goes like this. Down. It's a constant uphill battle. Uphill battle. Here you're just uphill the whole time. And it's simple. It's really literally that simple. 5 reasons why you bulking does not matter. Main gaining all the way. Like literally main gaining. This is main gaining. Main gaining. Not this bulking bullshit that I was trying to do. No, main gain. Main gain. Don't be ending up looking like Mike Israel. Alright? Take the knowledge, apply it, and let it work for you. Because it works for everybody else.